Welcome back to our channel, the channel for the latest news and stories about Princess Catherine, the Princess of Wales and her royal family. Today we bring you breaking news. Super fit Prince and Princess of Wales beam in a 3-hour trek as they enjoy a romantic moment together during the climb at Bhutan. Despite joking about combusting off the food during a 3-hour journey with William towards the spectacular Tiger's Nest Temple located on a Bhutan mountaintop, the Princess of Wales appeared to have scarcely broken a sweat. William and Catherine began their action-packed trip with an exhausting hike up a few of the nation's most iconic landmarks. During their walk-up, the Prince and Princess praised the simply gorgeous view and smiled as they took photographs. Although the royals were spotted swiping perspiration from their forehead, his wife appeared unafraid of the ascent, just pushing her long hair from her forehead with her eyeglasses. "Yeah, that is indeed fantastic," Catherine spoke as the couple stood at an overlooking point of a Buddhist temple, dressed in a Penelope Silvers footwear and a nubuck shot vest. "Check somewhere at the top of the temple, it is indeed beautiful," William added. "Wow, such a beautiful vista." The pair began their journey through the breathtaking countryside at a height of 8,525 feet, as well as landed at the Abbey 3 hours later after stopping for several rests. Catherine seemed lovely, wearing a white shirt and Zara khaki elastic slacks, and she had effectively released her velvet jacket, although William was still blushing. The vista was regarded as really amazing by Catherine. When questioned if it was any of the locations the pair had spent the most excited to see, she answered, "It's incredible, really lovely." The pair consented to stand for just one shot, with their hands around one another for an official's communication director. Those who had a short exchange with a guide and Catherine questioning, "Do you currently have many recoveries now?" The couple turned down invitations of a drink and sat on 2 specially built fabric draped chairs under an umbrella. Now at the midway mark, the pair, accompanied by that of the leader of the national institution, Funtesho Tashi, crossed a succession of meditation wheels inside the scenic setting, which wood in Buddhism is thought to aid and forgive sin. The pair continued on, concluding the chapter of the hike toward the monastery, unattended by reporters or journalists, igniting an information access dispute. The palace, however, objected, asking that now the prince and princess pay a personal tour to the abbey structures. Despite the fact that the pair are both highly athletic, William confessed that the climb up the rough trails and steep hills was already difficult, especially with both of them respiratory systems at height. The prince, who was clothed in chinos, a shirt and hiking shoes, was somewhat hotter than his lady, who was wearing Penelope Silvers shoes and nubuck shot dress. A brushed perspiration from his forehead. "This was a fairly difficult, mostly on the way back up, but this is truly wonderful," he exclaimed. Catherine, on the other hand, was worrying about her physique, saying it is indeed a terrific technique for burning off all the food. As even the couple climbed back down the hill, William hailed journalists by shouting, "Hey, brave adventurers! Seem to be you certain you didn't really get off in front of a donkey?" he questioned. "I really wish I'd possessed." This came incredibly funny. You'll notice that the landscape is stunning, having mountains like these and monasteries at the peak. It was absolutely breathtaking to trek up and soak in the beauty, while learning about the country's religion and past. It's critical to view a portion of it when you embark on a vacation such as this. When questioned regarding his mid-statement, claiming that it was simple, William admits, "I may have said something a little too early. The second portion was probably a touch provocative." Catherine hailed the trip as a wonderful time, noting, "I sense I'm really blessed and privileged to witness such a magnificent nature." We had learned well about the nation, exactly what William had stated. Bhutan's king would have dispatched several of his private ponies to follow the pair through the scenario, either of both faltered or required to travel on horseback. However, neither of them required to do that. To accompany the monks began a choral religious greeting while they began their last journey, descending 1,000 stairs and over a footbridge of a cavernous gulf. Chanting, ringing, drums and horns rang out to greet the royal pair. It must be extremely fantastic for Catherine and William to visit there, stated Sonam Penia, who serves in the Bhutan's Institute. As Prince Charles arrived here in 1998, the UK as well as Bhutan established a tight connection, although he barely made his way to the restaurant, the midway point. And he received some excellent photos. However, he couldn't get to this stage. I believe his son and his daughter-in-law intended to suffocate him. Those who wish to relive his father's feelings while going further, or maybe George and Charlotte would continue in their parents' paths further on. Whenever the Prince of Wales toured Bhutan, he took the very same route, but he had been hurt in a polo match. Therefore, he paused before the summit as well as created a lovely image in a painting. He complains suffering from dizziness and stated at that moment, "I do not even believe I'm willing to jeopardize that mountain. The elder I become, the more dizziness I have, even when I'm at the top of Istanbul's Mihrab." Whenever questioned about that now, Prince William responded, "Absolutely, my father was never able to reach the top, so it's something I'll inform him of next time I meet him. It would be wonderful if the youngsters could also attend." We could find a single family up there, and who there with their kids and their little ones, Catherine remarked. They were quite bold. Also, when they're a little more active, she giggled. The princess expressed her massive longing for George and Charlotte, noting, "We're delighted to meet kids. They're in skilled hands." She stated that she had conversed with kids several times in the past week. William purchased a little copper tiger for 200 rupees, just over £2, while Catherine chose a couple of dark sapphire stud earrings for 500 rupees, about £6.60. Later that evening, the prince and princess addressed the banquet honouring Britain's ties with Bhutan. Catherine was dressed in a beluha gown with poppies, Bhutan's official symbol. Thank you for watching today's video. Please let us know what you think about the news. And remember to subscribe, like and share. And now, for the time being, goodbye.